Among the points that some people are demonstrating is the 800 million shillings that has been allocated to confidential. Uh, my nature, I don't blame. By nature, my nature by nature is that let everybody get the full information, let them decide. Now, I'm also not blaming the demonstrators when they wonder about how the government is allocating 800 million for confidential. They're even saying that remove it. We don't know what it is, and it should even be removed. By nature, I blame somebody who has information but refuses to see it, or has information and tries to tilt them. My understanding is that human rights organizations have never worked for NIS. So I would give them the benefit of doubt and say that maybe maybe they are talking from an angle of not knowing how the NIS performs. I want to give you the examples, and you can even see it from Israel. Israel has sent, you saw some buildings being blown up. They were blown up, although they kill 100 people because there is one person there they wanted to kill. You find that they can pinpoint the bunker at which a Hamas leader is hiding. They can pinpoint it and bomb the whole building. It means that Israel knows what is happening within the Gaza Strip. That is where the confidential money comes from. We are different. We are different from the DCI. We are different just like 69. 6 is different from 9. DCI are seen most of the time. We are not seen most of the time. The DCI, the things they do, they are seen. The money they spend, they can account. But us, we cannot account. Let me try in my very small way and using a layman's language, try to explain. In the intelligence, we have two types of intelligence. We have the external intelligence and then we have internal intelligence. Let me not talk about external because my YouTube is seen by everybody. Let me talk about internal intelligence. But you see, external intelligence takes a big percentage, isn't it? I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if the external intelligence takes up to 35% of the budget. But anyway, that is my estimate because I no longer work there. Let us take the internal intelligence. Let us take a place called DIF. DIF is a place that is just next to Uganda, next to Somalia. You can Google it. It is next to Somalia. Now, DIF, in the DIF sub, or is it, I think DIF is in Wajir Bor sub county. Now, at the sub county, there is an OCPD and there are several police stations. But you'll find that a sub county would be lucky to have 3 people. So take those 3 people in DIF or 1 person in DIF. The other one is in Wajir Bor and another. I'm talking of that. I'm only giving one example. Of course, targets that we in the special branch had are not the targets that are there today. Targets we used to have those days were multi-party people. But now targets are people like Al-Shabaab. take that NIS individual at diff. Below him, and that is, I'm giving an informed guess. I've not consulted. Actually, these people, okay, recently we started having good connection. They buy me tea or whatever. But there was a time when word had gone throughout the NIS that any NIS officer seen with me, he'll fall into problem. But nowadays we meet, they buy me tea. I have their contacts on phone. Tell me if you are. We are on good terms, but I'm not working under their instructions. Now the person at diff, the intelligence officer at diff has, to my estimation, 10 informers to him. I'll come to those informers because let me tell you, if you pay the informer according to the information that he brings, hey, these people will cook information so that you send money. So these informers are on a fixed salary. They are on a fixed. You don't just say, when he comes and say, hey, mkubwa Al-Shabaab alikuwa sijui doble, sijui nini nini, you give him 10,000. Next time you meet him, you ask him anything on Al-Shabaab, he says, sijasikia chochote. And then you take out 100 shillings and say, kwanza hata hii sijatumwa kutoka Nairobi, ni yangu nimekupatia. You'll make that person start cooking stories regularly because his stomach regularly needs money. So these people are given, actually we call them sleeper agents. Sleeper agents is somebody who's just the idol. Okay, call him idol. He doesn't bring any information or anything. He's just doing nothing, but he's on a payroll. So that the day he gets information, he brings it immediately. If you don't give him money, the day he'll get information, you ask him, kwa nini ulipata hiyo information huku niletea? He'll tell you, Yahai, sasa mimi nilikuwa Arbajahan na sikuwa na transport ya kuja kukuona, simu yangu imeisha moto, sijui nini nini. So he or she should be on a constant salary throughout, because we need it is just like the CCTV you place there. You don't want to tell me that the CCTV you want it to be on only the time when crooks come. It should be throughout 24 hours. So these people are on constant income. These people do not know each other. They may know each other because they come from the same area. They are the same organization. Hey, I don't know which organization is a target today, but let me give the example of that time. You may find somebody like Koigi wa Amwere, during my day, that is. Then you have 3 people. One is his brother. By the way, with the due respect to Koigi wa Amwere, I'm not saying that Koigi wa Amwere's relatives used to spy on me. I'm only giving an example. Okay, you take the target, his brother tells you, his employee tells you, such things. You go that way. So these people may know each other because the employee and the brother, of course, the employee knows this is the brother to the target, and the brother to the knows that this employee, but they do not know that they are feeding the intelligence in intelligence. Why? Hey, if they know each other, one day they can sit together and cook a very good story, because in intelligence we rely on we like information that comes from between 3 and 7. More than 7, it's not good. 3 to 7 sources, and the sources should be odd number, because if they are 5, they give you differing info. You remember, they don't. Each one thinks is the only one who gives you the information. Each one thinks that is the only one who gives you the information. So he gives you, and then you compare to other, and then when it reaches 5, of course, that is an odd number. So if you can take the official to be the best of 5. That is what happens. And then again, if I said this intelligence officer diff has 10. That is my estimate. Out of the 10, 3 are in Kenya, 7 are in Somalia. So they'll tell you everything that is happening in Dobles or whatever is happening there. Now, if you say that we remove, what is this 800 million? 800, is it billions? Yeah, 800 billions. We have not even talked about the technical aspect, the technical aspect of monitoring things, surveillance and so on and so on. So the intelligence needs a lot of money, and these people have. The intelligence officer in DIF can be told mshahara imechelewa miezi mbili, miezi tatu, but an informer, he gets what was agreed and on time. You'd even rather give him your salary, and then ile ingine ikikuja, you take that. So in the intelligence, there is a lot of things. And somebody may ask, as I pen off, why is it that we had Westgate? Why is it that we had Dusit do whatever, whatever? Now, when did Westgate happen? When did Dusit 2 happen? How many years? You see, all those years, we have only heard of those two. Or even the Government Avenue, Kenyatta Avenue, Government Avenue junction, where there was somebody went and threw up. Such things. You'll find that in the last 20 years, it's only less than 10 occasions that happen. So when we mess, when the only time we mess kidogo kidogo, you find Westgate. The only small time we mess, you do it. Out of 20, we cannot even reach 10. But if you remove the money, and you see the budget, we are including Haji there, we are including everybody there. And I can tell you that in your sub-county, the intelligence officer there does not earn the same 20,000 that a police constable gets. So, and I was saying that the CID are like opposite to us. You see, CID, a theft happens. So you all see the theft. You see the theft happening, so you know somebody has stolen. Then they go and look for the stolen thing, they go and look for the thief. So when you see the thing being stolen, you see the CID recovering the thing. You see the CID taking the person to court. So CID is seen, but the NIS is not seen. NIS is not seen. Eh? How many times have NIS been told that kwa kale kakona kale kanyumba pale kuna terrorists, and then NIS goes and tells the DCI, you see that kakona, they are terrorists. And then the DCI with all the cameras and whatever. That is life. So I don't know whether the 800 is more or less, because I don't know the budget of theirs of today. But just know that the salary that goes to, as I've said, the NIS are paid better than the NPS. But I'm trying to say here is that over 80%, the salary of these people are just, the salary of the NIS agents are about, and by agents I mean the employees, kina Haji and so on, to that person in DIF, they are only paid, if at best 20%. 80% goes to the technical aspect. It goes to the informer. It goes to whatever. It goes to ABCD. So I do not know how each informer is paid or anything. So I cannot say that the 800 billion is too little or too much, but understand that the confidential budget is very, very important.